Okay, so I had to do the most recent pass again, because when you save, I guess from here, it's not like a clean cutoff point, but it doesn't matter. It was nice to get a little practice in there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on my way to broadcasting stardom and ready to rock and roll. Now, we can replay these if we want. We can go in and we can watch any of the other kind of behind the scenes stuff from the main menu. We'll probably get into that at some point. But for now, let's continue. I guess, okay, so this is what we want to look for as to like where we're finishing a given day. So when we cut these off, we'll try to do it around these times and see how it goes. Outstanding censoring, some interference, your editing was okay. Yeah, that's fair. Our first time, you know, sequence 1, we're learning, man. We're just learning. Sequence 2, nailed it. Sequence 3, pretty good. And we got some funds.
Most people come into the archive room when they're done with a broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public.
Okay.
As you can see, there's 3 sections to the archive. Broadcasts, that's what you've put out. Rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens. And adverts, which is any advert that you've chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcasts.
Okay, so broadcast-wise, this is our work.
Broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast, you just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click load tape.
Yeah, you got it.
Why not watch what you just did? When you're done, hit back.
Well, in a few
Now,
moments,
personally, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to just rewatch all of our work from beginning to end. Like, I'm not here to work, you know? I'm here to make the world a better place. I'm here to control the narrative, if you will.
As a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies.
We'll wait till we, like, load right in.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary.
Okay, yeah, we've done a good job. This is what I want to see. Okay, now this is cool.
They're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens, and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out the backstage secrets, hit back.
Yeah, see, this is where it could get really interesting and play out the actual story.
Mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody.
Prawns.
That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up. The election win that experts said just couldn't happen.
I think he's dead inside.
Or hostile. Controversy
I
as
had to
global
guess.
mega corporation Remington Cyst buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the Flard market.
The Flard
Top
market.
chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to advanced headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight.
Okay, so I think the way that we're going to handle this is wait for some of these to populate and maybe do these as separate episodes or something. The advertisements that we run, I don't think is important to watch back, but I could be wrong. Let's get into work. An unexpected form. You arrive home to find posts on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you and you open it. It's a form for the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. Your first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles and Susie Winston. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would. I mean, I guess this is the obvious answer. Be friendly and introduce yourself to new coworkers. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would. I would recommend that my colleague reports it. Yeah, that's what I would do. And entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would. Ooh. I would say I would still leave work on time. It's the annual company barbecue. You and your family have been invited. You were looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family, washing your hair that day. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. I mean, practicing. Yeah, I think honestly, yeah. If I was free, fine. Wouldn't make a big deal out of it. Had a long, successful career, and you're now about to retire. In your speech, you give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company, focus on issues and challenges you faced, refuse to attend, list your achievements, all the good memories. Preferably not just like too boastful, but I would list the good memories for sure. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, play in your local sports team. Gotta be all about the kids. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences, structured day out at a theme park, romantic getaway. I would say surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, like Iceland, the best if you've never been. It is most important the government keeps people free, I would say. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Now, I can feel like this is going to have impacts in here somehow, some way that's going to come back to bite me. For sure. No question. Okay, a family matter. So now we're getting into like the story bits. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let him in, they sit at the kitchen table visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. So sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. What's going on? No problem. You must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff, the Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy, it's bullshit. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hastily, but they can afford it. People like me, we're gonna lose everything. That's awful, but I'm not sure how I can help. You are always the well-off one in the family, or, I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. I mean, this is a tough one. Let's see what he says here. You were always the well-off one. They're gonna take everything, Alex. Everything I've spent my life building. I can't let that happen. I need a favor. Chris's eyes find the floor tiles. I need to borrow your passport. Why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this? They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look familiar or similar. Okay, so remember the drunk guy in the interview previously, or the announcement, and they were talking about the passports and take people's stuff, so there we are. Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. I mean, this is gonna backfire. Sure, is there no other way? His mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Yeah, okay. This is gonna backfire so hard. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who's cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? I'm gonna be honest. Chris is downstairs, leaving the country, and they need my passport to do it. He bolts up right now, all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? Well, according to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport. This must be tearing Sam apart. Their family's always been close. You know what I would do? Sam says finally. Or you know what I would do? But it's not my passport. I can't ask you to give it up. You're right. Let's put family first. You close the safe, head back downstairs, find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yeah, good luck. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the nigh-on fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed, hoping you can prise some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them. Oh boy. Okay, so back to work it seems. The fallout. Okay, now things are going to start to go bad.
Let's get set up and get on with it, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Yeah, so all the way over here.
At least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Now, I wonder when I'm supposed to run this. I guess maybe when this gets too high, we got to turn on the fan.
The tapes under the desk. Look down.
Oh, should we play this? Is this safe?
Decisions have consequences, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Should be played introducing Advanced Go-Getters Teen Team. Should we play this? Is this toy safe? Mr. Snugglehugs. An elegant new skin cream with a porky little twist. Alan James coming to a medium-sized hall near you. Crazy Neil's festive Yuletide ornament spectacular. Seems safe-ish, I guess. I guess we'll leave the Snugglehugs out of here just in case.
You can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start.
Oh, look at it.
It's really simple, mate.
1, 2,
These
AB.
2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B.
You gotta be kidding
and
me.
they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen.
What?
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
Oh my god.
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them.
So this is how we start controlling the narrative.
So like with the
Cool.
adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And
for
we're
my
off.
sister's kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break.
Yeah.
Coming, darling.
Don't work too hard.
My friend Janet says Thursday's
Finally
really hot.
tonight.
Is this
at 10
Janet who
PM,
thinks dogs
it's a
have
bit
their
of
own
escapism
secret language?
with Lawrence
Yeah, the one that
Armstrong
mistrusts
as
the
acclaimed
moon.
action
10
movie,
seconds,
Bullet
everybody.
Man.
Not the best source of
Up in the
consumer
National
advice, then.
Weather Report and
Don't
closed
blame me
down
when it
at the
explodes,
5
going in
past
5.
I have no idea how this is going to operate.
Go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National
Good
Magazine.
evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown.
Okay, here we go.
At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask
Oh.
exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing
I'm gonna
what
throw
the new
this one
future
in.
may hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings.
Because he's
already
kind
heard
of
from
like
magazines,
he's a drunk,
I'll be
right? And
asking
he's
my
like
guests
abrasive
whether
and
Advance can
rude.
deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises.
So this is not like a very appealing photo.
Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO.
Ooh.
The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always
Let's present
impressed.
this.
She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement.
Okay, that seems pretty
In her
good.
first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
Okay, so that's the tape that we had.
Flash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint.
Dante's
The recently
taint?
discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The
Uh-oh.
footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week. as
Oh,
reported
no!
By this very programme.
Ah!
Johnny is seen.
Look, he's allowed to party, right? He's allowed to barf if he has to.
Whose recent show, Snatched Inside,
I don't know.
Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye.
Snatched inside my
romance
snatch.
be on the cards for these two budding
What?
youngsters. And Grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly
That's
the
maybe
right
some
time
fear-mongering.
for Advance's new approach? All that and mega move with a group of young actors already experiencing
now we're back into the
positive
regular
side
stuff.
of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh! I threw the average too early. What? Oh no! What did I? Wow, these guys do not mess around.
Already experiencing the positive side.
Okay, so I just brought us back to this part. I had to redo all my same decisions there.
And performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Welcome back, everybody. Can we get the guests in quickly, please?
We actually had to have the book Indestructible because
Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. Okay, that's where we were supposed to go. My bad. I don't know why I went to the advert before. I think I panicked. Okay, so we're bringing in somebody else here.
In the wake of the government's
Hey, now we got
the
this.
Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels
Here we go.
on some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident
He's got
dismissal.
opinions.
Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant,
What a
sterile,
book title.
short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs.
Yikes.
It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this
I-
will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire
Yikes,
cities.
people are going to be
We're talking-
freaking out.
Long orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes,
Look at our
Advance
ratings.
are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent
So I think if
end
we
to
stay to
poverty.
the ones that are in the green,
What this young lady doesn't
Ooh,
understand,
that was
Jeremy,
close.
is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're
Whoa.
like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public
Jeez,
services,
get to the end.
they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book,
oh, I think I stayed on that too long.
Frankensteins and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to
This
see
guy.
these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, That could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there.
Yikes.
Alan
We
James,
did not
Katie
do well.
Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
One
Boom.
minute back.
Okay.
I think they might do some good.
I
Wow.
hope so too, Jeremy.
Right, mate, Christ, I'm absolutely fucking fine, I tell you. How's it going, actually, fucking? I
It's
don't
stressful,
get
man.
fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later, bye.
Bye.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
See, we can still tab through here for our own. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, segment grade C, understandable. There was a lot going on there and a lot of interruptions, and then I think I stayed on a couple shots maybe a little bit too long. It's fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. Is little JD scared of the big bad culture with butter?
If that sticks, I'll just
5, 4, 3.
Got some interference coming in.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this
Oh, I
serious
see it.
social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up.
I just said a liar.
Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the
Nailed
cold
it.
hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we
have to
are
look for
massively
reactions here mainly, I
understaffed in
think.
this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Barely keep
Oh,
up with the
God.
volume, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers.
This is so bad.
What are you doing?
Do I
We
show
need
this?
change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a
What?
good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't.
Is there
a
nothing I
local
can do
one,
about this?
Jeremy. It's nationwide.
People probably love
Just
it.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
Jesus.
Well,
This
the
is so bad.
affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Got that.
Excellent.
Excellent.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. I'm Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very
terrible.
different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do.
Yeah, I
Jeremy.
cannot
I'm
switch
sure
to
we
2.
all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
It's not a
Damn it.
simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen.
You
of
get
this
into this
once
habit
great
of
country.
where you're switching, and then
Also, as the vicar
yeah.
noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably should
you switch to the no signal. It's pretty
And to
bad.
what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
What?
It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help,
Look at
please,
this.
dear?
What the?
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are
What?
responsible for the moral
yes.
decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I cannot believe that.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive.
And like no reaction. He's so flat.
You know it's Wednesday. You've got back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this...
Where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Look at his face.
Clive, I am not having this again.
What the?
Get back in your countries. Naughty, you beast!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the
I'm
responsibility
like
of the
pretty sure the
criminal,
audience is
no
gonna
one
love
else.
it. I'm just gonna stay there.
Everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills
This
and
one's
hides under the
moving.
stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter.
Doubtful.
Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, I missed the censor.
Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag.
Oh, this
Structure's
is
quite nice,
this
but
is too much.
it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are
I'm not
throwing me
getting.
a
Oh,
surprise
I
party. My friends are
probably have to
bunch
turn
of
this up
lads.
to hear the beep.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
There we go.
I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on.
Yeah, let's try. Maybe drop the tits.
Yeah, all the boys
And the
are here.
wanks.
Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Uh-oh.
This one's, yeah?
1 sec, love. Titwank
If this was my news station, locally, I'd be watching this all the time.
Current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust. It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
3 bollocks?
Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Yes, we,
Take
seem
it,
to be
control
losing
it, buddy.
the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, las bolitas!
Well, we're
What
just
is
trying to get
happening?
that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought.
Jeez, what a
Hopefully you, the
disaster.
viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians.
Oh,
Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
that's so stressful.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that.
Hit it in time with the music?
You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music.
Oh my god.
So pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
I've got this.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
Okay,
10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2.
got it.
5,
I'm ready.
4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey,
Oh, they like that
Friendship,
switch.
on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Jeff Algebra.
Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believes. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey,
Jeez.
I really want to be like
Poor
those
kids.
attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences. And
Oh,
they
that's
touch us right back.
questionable.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah? Because, in a way, she's like all of us.
Oh, of course.
A metaphor? Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, Coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way.
That's not a very elegant cut.
When did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly.
Jeez,
but
what?
We did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Okay,
Good
she
stuff.
says.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Oh boy.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary
What
the Fifth!
the hell are we watching?
Fist.
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Okay.
Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, Coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right. Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, Coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right.
Jeez.
Who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you.
Oh god.
And I don't
Get
have
me
any
out.
friends of my own.
Okay, so maybe this is where we do the music. So the switches to the beat.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me. Or you could be me. Life can be peachy keen. If you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
I'm not sure what's going on with the ×2 and stuff.
I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up
Okay.
on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Oh, where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
Let's go.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a
See, I don't know why it resets there.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Whoops. Damn it.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time
What a
for tonight
disaster.
on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson.
He cleaned his hair
Have a
up.
peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oof.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe
What?
that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief
Jeez.
about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Wow. Whew. Okay, not bad. The music thing was a little bit strange. Like I felt as if we were switching in time with the music, but then it wasn't giving us the credit. And then other thing, I'm not sure exactly. Maybe it'll just come with practice, but we'll obviously try to get better at that. Anyways, broadcast complete. Well, look, we improved over the course of the day, which is all you can hope for. Outstanding censoring, some interference. We blipped one time. Editing was fine, and I went to ads late once at the very end there. So we're earning some funds. I'm not sure how that's going to play in, but you know what? A C. You know, I'll take it. It's not a fail. So that's cool. Could be worse. Oh, look at this.
See, they've got the store back. That's great. I love fucking shopping. Sorry. Bit of a big night, to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money.
Oh, look at this stuff.
These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store. You can fix stuff, you can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio. Right, mate, and the final thing you want to know, if you want to buy something, you just
The satellite might be nice.
but there's no refunds. No refunds, so take care, make sensible decisions.
Look at this. Get your sound and video swapping simultaneously like a boss. I'm going to take this because it's all we can afford, really, that will add value, I think. Okay. Okay, guys. This is where we take our break. Wish me luck. We're gonna see you very soon, okay? Okay, bye now.